Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to zero in on one single, powerful phrase. A phrase you probably say every single day that might just be the invisible wall holding you back more than you realize.
So let me just ask you something. Think about your day so far, or maybe yesterday. How many times have you actually said the words, I'm gonna try? You know, I'll try to get that done, or I'll try to make it to the gym. It sounds good, doesn't it? It sounds like you're putting in the effort.
But what if that's not true at all? What if, like this says, within that apparent action, there's actually a whole lot of, well, inaction hiding in plain sight? It gives you the feeling of moving forward when really you might be standing completely still.
And that brings us to the core idea for today, and it's a big one. Saying I'll try isn't a maybe. It's actually a subconscious, prepackaged no. It's a decision you've already made to not fully commit, and it's just cleverly disguised as a good intention.
Okay, so how on earth can one little word be so sneaky? Well, in this section, we're going to pull back the curtain on what we're calling the language of procrastination, because at the end of the day, that's exactly what trying is. It's this little linguistic escape route your mind builds for itself.
Let's just throw out the old definition of try. It's not about making an attempt. Think of it more like a pre-built excuse. It's a safety net you set up for your ego before you even take the first step. That way, if you don't succeed, you get to say, hey, I only said I'd try. It softens the blow for sure, but it also poisons the well from the very start.
You know, this slide lays it out perfectly. It's like there are two voices battling it out inside your head. On one side, you've got the critic. Its whole job is to build excuses, to create those escape routes. And its favorite line? I'm gonna try. But then on the other side, you've got the architect. The architect is the builder, the creator. It doesn't do maybes. It builds plans, it gets results, and it says, I am doing it.
Now, this isn't just some random theory. Let's actually unpack this whole idea of trying by looking at it through three really powerful proven frameworks. This is where it gets super interesting.
First up, we have Neuro-Linguistic Programming, or NLP. The big idea here is that our words literally create the map for our inner world. And in NLP, the word try is, well, it's a dud. It's seen as an incomplete verb because there's no real action baked into it. So when you use it, you're literally programming your mind for the possibility of failure instead of for success. Okay, second perspective, a framework called the interface. This one's all about mastering that constant conversation we're having with ourselves. And from this viewpoint, saying I'll try is literally the voice of that inner critic we just talked about. Its main goal isn't success. Its goal is to avoid the sting of failure. So there's this huge disconnect, right? Your intention might be success, but your language is actually broadcasting your fear.
And third, we have the coherent nexus, which is all about getting your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions all on the same page. And this little flowchart just nails it. Look at this. Step 1, your thought is, I want to achieve this thing. But then, boom, step 2, the emotion of fear kicks in. But what if I mess up? And that internal conflict leads directly to step 3. Your language becomes, I'm going to try. And the result? Your energy is completely split. It's like trying to drive with one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake. It's just incoherent.
All right, so we've really picked apart the problem here. We know why trying is a trap, so now for the important part. What do we do about it? How do we silence that critic and let the architect take over? Well, it all boils down to making a very conscious, very deliberate shift in the words you choose.
And honestly, the shift is simple, but the impact is massive. Just look at the difference here. On the critic side, you have, I'm going to try, I'll see if it works out, hopefully I can finish it. But on the architect's side, the language is totally different. It's, I am doing it, I am starting, I am finishing this. See that? You're literally swapping out all the uncertainty for direct, active, present tense commitment.
Here's a great way to think about it. An architect doesn't try to design a plan, they design a plan. A builder doesn't try to build a wall, they build the wall, one brick at a time. The action is definitive. The focus is entirely on the process, not on the possibility of failure.
So, let's bring this all home. We've seen why trying is a trap, and we've seen exactly how to reframe our language. Now let's talk about the commitment. Look, saying I'll try is comfortable. It feels safe. It gives you that little backdoor exit so your ego doesn't get bruised. But the architect understands that real progress, real growth, it never happens in a state of comfort. It happens through commitment, that decision to say, I am doing this, and then aligning every bit of your energy to make it happen.
And so,
I want to leave you with one final question to really think about. Look at your to-do list, look at your day ahead. What is that one thing you were planning to just try? And now, what are you going to do instead?